Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard, and tonight for your edification and viewing pleasure, I present the Fokker D23. We're taking it from bone stock to fully modded or spaded, as the cool kids refer to it. And I had played this one match before this, and I got 3 ground kills and managed to get myself killed twice doing it by predatory level 100 douchebags doing the what is referred to as seal clubbing or spawn camping, or basically just slaughtering new people that have very little time in the game and really don't deserve it. But anyway, and so I waited a while, and then one evening I got the itch to play it and gave it a shot, and really, really, truly enjoyed it right from the beginning. The very first match where I got kills, I think I ended up with 7. It said 6 plus 1, whatever that means at the end of this little spree. Right from the beginning, in this match at least, maybe that first one I didn't notice, I was in my usual excessive hurry to try to get a kill before the game runs out. Not paying any attention, and just go straight at the target, ignore everything, and basically get one kill and then immediately die. But I finally took my time, and right from the beginning, this little thing, it rolls well, it turns pretty good, it's got good elevator authority, and even bone stock, the guns were fairly lethal. See right there, I got 6 plus 1. And that takes me all the way to 31% modded right there. So I played it out in just a couple of days here. I did my matches and got it all the way modded and spaded, and had a blast doing it. It really is it's a good addition to the 2.3 BR. It really is. It puts it right there with my other favorite, which is the Soviet Yak 2 cab. Now the guns on this are not quite as good, but those, I think they're 13.2 millimeter machine guns, which is a little bit bigger than the 50 caliber Browning M2, but they seem to hit really hard. And you got the two lighter caliber machine guns too, but I think it's the big ones that are mounted in the booms, into the booms, and that's kind of a novel configuration that it just seems to work. I'd been aware of this plane for a long time, and I'd studied it in books years ago, and already had the Fokker GM1, the so-called the mower, I think it was nicknamed. And it's got great firepower, but it's kind of cumbersome and non-maneuverable. Where this, I mean, it's nimble. About the only thing I thought it really lacked was a little touch of speed. She could have been a little faster, but she climbs good. Like I said, the roll rate's good. The elevator authority is nice. Low speed handling. I didn't use the flaps much with it, or really almost at all. Because I like to keep my speed up. I like to maintain my energy. See that match there? I got 3 kills. But she does good at altitude. I really liked it. It seemed fairly tough. I had several bumps in mid-flight without, things that would have ripped the wings off out of them. That was a nice shot there. I was kind of proud of myself for that one. Something about the convergence. I've got them set at 400 meters or 400 yards, whichever it is. And the location of that boom and then the lighter machine guns, it's a good pattern. The configuration with the two engines too, the one in the nose and one in the tail, like I think it was a Cessna Sky King or a Skymaster had that same setup. But the odds of you getting both of them shot out, or if you have a mid-air, sometimes you'll only lose one propeller, and it adds to the survivability. I really liked it, and it took to the mods really well. By the time we were getting towards the end of having it all the way modded out, it was a little beast, really. I'd be kind of surprised if it doesn't possibly get the nerf back maybe a little bit, or a slight bump in BR, which I hope they don't. It's strong, but I don't think it's OP. I don't think it's too bad. It made me, which I'm not a great pilot, I'm not even really an average pilot, but it made me look better than I am. Just a fun plane to play. And this BR, especially if you do get a little down tier, oh my goodness, it's fun. I have an affinity for odd looking aircraft anyway. I like the Fokker 189, P-38s, all these ones. Like I said, the other Fokker, the GM1. I like the Potez things, the twin engines, and the Beretta 88, and a lot of those twin engine monstrosities. The Italian, FC20, I think it is. I really like that big dumb thing. But the guns are they're good. They're sure a 20mm cannon would be nice, but at this BR you don't have to have it. And it's got a huge amount of ammunition, so if I ever do take it into realistic battle, it's not going to be that big of a problem about running out of ammo. But in arcade, you can spray a little freer. And I busted that guy's bomb load and blew him up. That was funny. Gave me a little giggle there. And you should giggle occasionally in this game. You should have fun. Sometimes it's not fun. Getting your head slammed in repeatedly over and over. It's just... But then, like I say, something magic happens when it all comes together and you have a particularly good match. It redeems a lot of stuff. I had a match here just yesterday where one of my own teammates just took it upon himself to take me out. He had shot a guy and put like maybe 2 bullets into this guy, and then dicked around and didn't get into position, and finally I just killed him. But when I did, I took the guy out, the Corsair out, and bumped him and took out one of my engines, or took out my engine. It was in a P-51 this match, but anyway, another story for another time. This guy took it upon himself to crash me, and he did. He finally ran me. My own teammate. You used to crap like that in ground where people will push you out into the street so you'll get shot so then they can shoot the guy that just shot you and get the kill. But I hadn't seen stuff like that in the air. Sure, people ram each other, but that's usually the guy on the other team. That's understandable. But at this point here, we are coming up on... We're almost fully modded out. said, I had a fun time doing it. It went quick. But when you get these multiple kill games, it's enjoyable and it does go quick. So here we are, we're 96% spaded. 10 matches, 11 deaths, 23 kills, 15 assists, and 3 ground hits. And we know I need about 1 more kill. So I'm going to show you the entirety of this next match, where I got more kills for fewer deaths than any single match I ever played. So we started off with the MS-406C1, I think it is, which I'm also trying to get spaded, and I die in a stupid head-on. So here we are. We're not off to a good start for what ends up becoming my best match ever. So there's 1 death, and I don't even get any kills for that. We eliminated each other. Stupidity on both of our parts. And now we're in the Fokker 21, which the French one, I researched it a long time ago, but I hadn't flown it. And like I said, I'm trying to get this achievement for getting all these planes, French planes, spaded. So I took it out, added it into my lineup. It's a 1.7 BR, which is close enough to a 2.3 for my purposes. And I had very low expectations, even though I liked the Swedish one, which I've flown before, and enjoyed it. But old girl flies good. But the guns are anemic, and but they're completely bone stock, so they're kind of supposed to be. Fortunately, a lot of these guys are pretty new, or got some pretty even crappier planes than I do. Like I said, I had no expectations of much out of this. It was just filler till I got onto the main course, which is going to be the Fokker D23. But lo and behold, I have a pretty good match going with this thing. I'm pleased. I'm just going to ride it out because, like I said, I need 20 aircraft all the way modded out to get this achievement. And I think at this point I was sitting on 12. Oh, 13, but anyway. So in this last match here, this bonus match, I'm going to give you a clue. I completely, in one match, finished the mods on this and finish up to get the 1 kill I need for my Fokker D23. I really like this. This is completely stock. It flies good. Good enough. There's some luck and a little bit of skill, but look, there's 5 kills, 6 assists. And now on to the final bit with the D23. I needed either like a ground kill, an assist, or 1 air kill. Definitely finished me up. But so I dive into the furball with figuring I'd get my 1 kill and get slaughtered and it'd be all over with. But I took my time and I just got pure dumb luck. And it all worked out. More or less, some of these guys just kind of bed themselves in it. This was just fun. See, I bumped that guy and I didn't take much damage. There's 2. Oh, you gotta love loads here. yes, it's arcade, but it's just not. I think arcade, these little furballs are much more entertaining than people just go at it. When you get into realistic, people tend to take things a little bit too seriously sometimes. This is almost as good as I remember sex being. Well, not really, but it's pretty good. So that very first air battle, I got 6+1. So this plane's capable of, there's 5, and I'm on fire. I took the front engine out. But fortunately, I'd researched the fire extinguisher, so that went out. Get the power back on. I said, keep the bar low, don't expect much. I should have been going back to the base right there, but I got one engine left, and I'm greedy. Even though I look now, I'm almost out of ammo. There's one crash that I shot up earlier. So we're at 6. Here we go. There's the last of my ammo, and I get severe on him. And he's going down. Down, down. Ding. That's 7. One guy left in the air. Over there, JU-87. A Crystal G. And that's it. That's match. So I ended up with 7 kills and 3 assists in the Fokker D23. Had a great time. Hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed flying it and making this video for your entertainment. Everyone have a great day, a great evening, a wonderful holiday, and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much.